Thank you, Venu. Yeah. So now we have created a car class, and within the car class we declare some properties. Okay, this is the property section, and also we created a behaviors which are called in Java methods, and there are two methods. Okay, so there are two methods, and there is a predefined and main method. So this main method is required to execute or start your program. Okay, so let me show you that. By the way, you can understand. Okay, so I can able to run, but within the code in the main method we haven't specified anything. So what to start? So the what to start is not there. So that is a case. So it is executed, but there is a no console output. So because of we haven't mentioned in that what to be executed. Okay. So what to be executed we haven't. Okay. If you want to anything you want to execute in your code in Java, main method you have to make a procedure to start. Okay. So now for this class, I want to execute this kind of two methods. Okay. So for that, what we can do is we need to create an object. Okay. So the main important thing is came here. So creating a object of this class. So this class in the sense this class is car class. So how to create a object of this class is so there is a syntax called class name and a reference variable. Okay, variable reference variable and equal to there is a new keyword. Okay, followed by again uh, class name. Okay, class name. So technically it is a not class name, but for this session you can remember it is a class name, but technically it is a class constructor. So what is a constructor? So we'll go and learn in the next session. But it should be a class constructor. So class name in the sense a class constructor only. Yeah. So let what is our class name? Our class name is car class. Okay. So this is a car class. So I can place here car. Okay. CAR car, right? And my reference is you can give any name, just I'm providing a small c and equal to and followed by a new keyword. Okay, followed by a new keyword and so class name is again car. So we should not provide a small c because here we have declared a capital C, right? Same class name should be followed. Okay, and bracket start and end and semicolon. So this is the object of creating a class. It is a very important. We are going to create many class objects. We are we are talking about many classes going forward, and we are going to create a many methods, many objects. So that is the case. So how to create an object? So car class followed by a reference name. We have to provide the reference name and equal to what is a new keyword, and I will think everything I will explain in the next session. But as of now, you should, whenever I told you, create an object in the sense, okay, in your mind, this syntax will be fired. Okay, so car, so followed by a small c equal to new car and brackets open and close ending with semicolon. This is the syntax for car object creation. So let me create a car class. So just typing car small c equal to new car. Okay, so this is the car object is created. So whenever this car object is created, okay, so there is a whenever the car object is created, so please follow here. So there is a one important topic here. In what happened is, so this keyword has a kind of memory allocation. Okay, this keyword in the Java, new keyword will create a one memory in that virtual memory in the backend when while running this program. So what it does is, so what it will do is just yeah. So what it does is basically it will pull or it will get the all the initialization. So this section will come here. Okay, and this particular two methods also will come here. Okay, and this C is going to assign this particular object. Okay, so what does mean now? This particular C reference is having all the like car names. Okay, car name is a Maruti, wheels equal to 4, and doors 5. Okay, and start a method and stop a car and start a car. All the information will be loaded in the memory. So this particular text is in the our machine. Please remember this particular text in our editor. But once you create an object, so while executing this line, this new keyword will create an object and reference in the memory. Okay, and it required. Okay, it will pull all the information to be initialized and stored in the virtual memory. Okay, so that is what. So in your mind, whenever we create an object, so what are the properties we have in this particular class, and what are the methods? All those will be there in the reference of C. Okay, reference of C. So logically, the C is holding all those information in the memory. Okay, so clear? Yeah. Let's see that. So now if I C dot, okay, so now you can see C dot start a car. So the car method is coming. How it is coming? Because of the logical representation is in the memory it was created. So that is the case we are getting. So by seeing the code level, we come to know, okay, it is a part of the class. Yes, it is a part of the class. Okay, so when you see that after creating an object reference, this is a reference variable, it means object reference variable. Okay, by seeing the small c, we can call this method, we can call this method, and we can call all those variables. So those, where are those? Where those are in the memory, and it is pointing to C reference, and it is having all those information there. So by the way, we are pulling or we are getting the information. Okay, right? Yeah. So let me run this program. So what is the output we'll see? So start a car, right? Start a car, what we have derived, what we have mentioned, steps for a start a car. So this particular print will be executed, which means, so after creating an object, we are calling the start a car method, and this method is executed. Okay, this method is executed. So basically, this method is executed, right? So I want to call another method. So system dot stop car. Okay, stop a car. So just you can call by like this. Yeah. Steps for stopping a car. So how many methods you have in this or how many behaviors you have in this particular class, you can call those things. No problem. Right? Yes. And also you can access this properties, but properties will be probably we cannot access in the sense we can put in the sysout. Okay. So the uh, name of the car is, what is the variable we have given? The car name. So now this outcome is like the car name will come. Yeah. You see, so there is a one error we got. Okay. So in that main method, we are calling direct variable name. So we cannot call direct variable name. So even I told you that we will take the help of small c. So what is a small c? Small c is the reference, object reference. Okay. So you can say that object reference, obj, yeah, obj reference, object reference. So this object reference is a small c. With the help of small c only we can call. So we cannot call directly. So I call directly without having the small c. So if I kept the small c here, then I should get the value. Name of the car is Maruti. I told you right. If you same thing you can perform without C. Okay, without C dot car, C dot start a car. So it will throw the error. So already it is throwing the error. It is a non-static and the reference is not something like. Okay, so it will not execute. It will say that compiler error. You see, non-static method start a car cannot be reference from the non static context. So that is the one. So we must follow a reference variable. Without any reference variable we cannot call. Yeah. So let me show you the documentation now. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I will share this document in our group. Okay, WhatsApp group. So please go through that and so let's see. Whatever we discuss, those will be there. But kind of documentation. So class, right? I told you the class, how to declare a class. So this is a class keyword followed by okay, and in the class bodies and goes between the curly braces. Okay, so this is the one, and ending with starting this one and ending with the curly bracket. And you can see this is a public is the access modifier. So we will talk about the later, and the class is a keyword. So whatever this color, right? So this colored and this colored. So those are predefined Java keywords. So those can be called as some categorization. So public, private, or access modifier, and this is a class keyword, something like okay. So that some annotation is going there, will be there. So we're going to tackle later. Okay, and so here a data variable defined with some instance variable. Okay, so these are the sections where we can have a properties. So every class has a property and every class has a behavior, so a method. So this is the okay. So now after my this one right after what we discuss, you in your mind you should be like clear picture about the class. So class has a property and class has a behavior. Within the class property, we can declare some variables like so vehicle has a into door. Okay, private into door. What is the private? We will see. What is the int also in the next section I'll tell you. But is the door. Every car has a door. Every car has a speed. Horsepower, something like, and color of the car is there. Okay, and the behavior is run. Okay, running is the car mechanism or car behavior. Okay, yes. The next one is like so if you want to declare any variable, okay, so this is the format. So you want to declare any variable. So there is access modifier type and variable name, okay, and end with the semicolon. And I told you right, there is a method. So how to declare a method. So method also will follow a public and return types, okay, and followed by addition method name, and there are arguments into A into B, and there is a followed by a flower bracket open start name, and there is a method body. So this method body has a n number of correction of lines. It depends upon your mechanism of the class. Okay, yeah. And this is a detailed explanation. You can go through it, no problem. Yeah. So here you can go through, no problem. You will get to know. Yeah, I told you right. So class, object, Java object. So anything, okay. Any class in Java, how to create an object, class name, right? And object reference equal to new class name. It is a very important topic, yeah. Okay, very important topic. So in your mind, you should come this one. Okay, tomorrow I'll ask the question. So what is a class object? How to create a class object? So you should tell that class name, object reference equal to new is the keyword followed by class name and brackets open and close and end with the semicolon. So what it does actually here is we consider the diagrammatical representation. So what is a class here object? So your boy is a class. Boy is a class and the reference you can give BOY and OBG. Anything. This name can be anything. This name can be reference. Object reference name can be anything. So is the also. But to refer or to use that, you should follow this keyword only for the calling of boy class method or boy class properties. Okay, and equal to followed by a new keyword. This keyword is provided a Java object and to allocate a memory. And this is a constructor. You see, here I wrote a class name, but it is here is a constructor. So we'll see that we call generally in the technical wise we can call as a constructor only. So we divided this entire line into two lines. So this one, right? So boy is boy object colon and again small boy object equal to new boy. Okay. So the constructor. So what it does is this particular code when you create or when you declare in your code in the memory when you run your program. So in the memory in the memory, what it does just allocate some memory of object. There is a no reference. Object is not created, just it is a null object. Okay, because you whenever you assign equal to new of the constructor of the class, then only that object is created. The second statement is object equal to new object of boy, the constructor, then obj dot the class name will come, address, name of the class, address, use. The boy name, okay, boy address, and boy age will come in the middle. So I explained that at student level also, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So yeah. So that's all today. I think I'll stop here because there are other topics required, but you have to catch all those things, right? Yeah. So before going to that, there is a kind of one assignment. That assignment is which is related to today topic only. So let me open that assignment and you will come to know. Yeah. So assignment one. So write a program for a person class. Okay, with the properties and behaviors, and create the object. Okay, create the different object or object. So what is the different object? I'll tell you here. So here, currently we created a car object, one car object only, but you can create a many car object. So C1 equal to new C1. Okay, so there is another object. So there is a different. C is a reference, another object reference. So what does that mean? So whenever you create a multiple objects in the memory, the multiple memory allocations will be done. So this first one is for C. Okay, it is for C, and there is a second one, right? It is C1. C1 is pointing to here. So this C1 is pointing to here. So we can create a for one class we can create a multiple objects. Okay, we can create a multiple objects. So that's what here. So we can create a multiple objects. Let's have a try at that. No problem. And let me clear this one. Yeah. So create a multiple objects, a person object, and similarly create a student class and write define the properties and create a objects and also ATM. ATM is a class and what are the properties, what are the behavior, and try to create a multiple ATM objects. Okay. Yes. Any questions? I'll stop here.